Hey everyone! First I want to apologize. I was not able to do a live feed yesterday because the Wi-Fi out here, as you can imagine, in the open sea is kind of sketchy at best. So I was not able to get on. I was all ready to go, had my notes. But let's begin. So we started 2 days ago, had the first lecture 2 days ago. It was a wonderful lecture. And yesterday was a day at Catalina Island where there were no classes. So we just enjoyed the day out at sea and at the island. And about half an hour from now, we have a belly dancing class, and yours truly, this very male, will be taking belly dancing class. I'm looking forward to doing some belly dancing. Somebody will take video. Maybe there will be some video feed of that happening. Just curious, would you like to see me belly dance? Would you like to see me belly dance? No. Please, this Choppy dance might be for you as well. I just don't know. But, so anyway, here's the highlights of the notes that I took from the day before yesterday. Sheila Z. Sterling was the speaker, PhD, very bright woman, and she's got an incredible book called The Anatomy of Healing and Wellness. Private message me if you want the link to check out her book, and I'll link it to you. So, I'll start with the most potent part of the lecture from the other day, this Anti Aging Getaway Cruise. And that is, let's see here. Okay, whatever the issue is or the problem or the challenge, either you are going to deal with it or it is going to deal with you. And it makes me think about little ailments that we get that start as these little whispers, right? Telling us, hey, something is wrong, no big deal, you don't take care of this. And typically human nature is, oh, we can put it off because it's not that uncomfortable yet. Not really. And so then it progressively gets worse until eventually it's screaming at us, and then we are forced to deal with it because we don't have a choice anymore. And that not only goes to good wellness and, I guess, rational common sense, but it also goes towards looking and feeling more youthful and more energized as we get older. And it's kind of a vague claim to make, but it's just about paying attention and being mindful of your body and your mind, the thoughts that you think, as well as whatever sensations or discomforts that you feel physically or mentally. And when they start out small, it's best to take a look at it and maybe make a minor correction whenever needed. Otherwise, eventually, you'll be forced. And one of the things that people usually say regarding this that I hear a lot of is, I don't have time to deal with that. It's not a pressing matter, so I'm not going to do it because I don't have time. And it's like, you either find the time, make the time for yourself now, or you will be forced to deal with it later. And when it comes to a point to when you are forced to deal with whatever, then it's gotten to a point where it's causing you a lot of trauma in your life, and that is needless. Almost all of the time, that's needless. Hey Kim, hey Lindsay, hey Aaron, hey Abigail, hey Christine. Okay, I gotta keep this reasonably short because our belly dancing class is coming soon. Yeah, Anti Aging Getaway Cruise. We're gonna go belly dancing. I'm looking forward to that. What else do I want to go over right now? Sheila talked about how it's very good to get out in nature regularly. She gave us an interesting statistic. Hey, Sandy. Nice to see you, Sandy. Stranger. Sheila was telling us that people that spend time in nature regularly, they are 33% less likely to experience a heart attack or a stroke. Hey Melissa. Hi Kimara. I thought that was pretty interesting. I don't understand the science behind all of it, but it's something to do with negative ions out in nature, especially if earthing, if you're hugging a tree or taking your shoes and socks off and walking barefoot and making a connection between your skin and, say, the sand on the beach or the dirt on the path or whatever. The people that spend time out in nature, out in the woods, rivers, and streams more regularly are 33% less likely to experience a heart attack or a stroke. And apparently there's studies that have proven this. So that's a pretty easy thing to do. Spend a few minutes in nature every time, take your shoes and socks off or whatever. Not bad. Good morning, everyone. Hi. Let's see. She talked about how our gut rules our health. And this certainly goes towards looking and feeling younger as you get older. I can actually be a pretty good testimony to this. I used to get sick regularly, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a year. I'd get these violent colds or stomach aches or sore throats that were so painful that I could not sleep or do anything because they were just so bad. And I haven't had any of those in about 10 years now. 10, where I used to get them 2 or 3 times a year. It's been 10 now. Among the major changes that I made was how I fed my gut. I mean, I eat foods every day now that it's like a daily, gentle detoxification. So detoxing has to happen on a regular, daily basis, not just like once a month or once every year like some people do. They eat like shit the rest of the year. But it actually has to be an ongoing daily thing, a gentle, ongoing daily detox process, and it sets up all the good bacteria in your gut and all the enzymes that we're supposed to have to break down and digest proteins and things like that. But if you eat foods that are really good for your health, you know, they got the good bacteria, the living cultures, living enzymes, and fibers, the different fibers, then you're building up your immune system, because 80% of your immune system is in your gut too. So that's certainly going to help you look and feel more youthful as you get older. What else? Let's see here. Alright, one other thing she said, which kind of blows my mind. Our bodies are made up of 1 trillion cells. So empirically, you are 1 trillion cells. Give or take 1 or 2, I'm sure. But she was talking about how through conscious thought and mindful thinking, like thinking about, it's not just enough to pay attention to how your body feels physically, but also to pay attention to your thoughts. Your thoughts is the #1 factor in how you look and how you feel. The #1 factor in how you look and feel is your thoughts. Food is important, exercise, all these things are important. And by the way, it's our thoughts that drives our behaviors, including what we put in our mouths and how we move our bodies. So it even goes to that, but our thoughts is the #1 thing. It's also responsible for the reduction of stress, which is obviously enormous. But these 1 trillion cells in our body, through mindful, conscious thinking, like thinking about our thoughts and paying attention to how we're thinking so that we can adjust and refine and improve how we think about things, and how we can annihilate stress responses. If we're aware that we're stressing out or that we're falling into spiraling down in cognitive quicksand, if we're mindful of that, we can reverse course. We can refine how we respond to whatever and get better. And with our 1 trillion cells, if we're consciously thinking about how we think, we can align potentially we can align our 1 trillion cells so that they're all working in harmony towards one single objective. And if our 1 trillion cells are in complete disarray and there's chaos, that opens up channels for disease and aging in a way where you feel and look older, and heart attacks and strokes and inflammation and things like that. So being able to be mindful on a daily basis, controlling our thoughts and refining them and getting better with how we think about things and how we respond to things, that goes towards putting our 1 trillion cells in alignment. And if we can get them in perfect alignment, there's nothing we can't accomplish. There's no sickness we can't overcome. There's no disease we can't either prevent or reverse, just by changing how we think and aligning our 1 trillion cells. That kind of blows my mind. And that's all the notes I took that I want to go over right now. So I'm going to give you, obviously I'm on a ship, I'll close this video out with a cool panoramic shot of where I'm at from my balcony. And I'll talk about our day doing this. So let's check this out over here. And then I got some belly dancing to do. Here we go. A little bit of overcast today. Yesterday the sun was out and it was so beautiful. Tomorrow we're going to be in Ensenada, Mexico. Today is just a travel day, all day at sea. See the ocean passing us by. I sleep with the sliding glass door completely open, so I got the sea breeze I can fall asleep to and the sound of the water. It's beautiful. So I got 3 classes today. One of them is a belly dancing class, and another is on natural healing, and another, I forgot the name of the last one, but it's something to do with natural healing and anti-aging. I'll be taking notes, and I'll be sharing them with you either sometime today or tomorrow, provided that I've got a strong enough signal out here. Like I said earlier at the start of this video, the Wi-Fi is kind of sketchy. I couldn't even get on last night. And my website is tombirkenmeyer.com. Take out the space, all lowercase, tombirkenmeyer.com. Tons of videos. Oh my god, just wait till you guys see the videos and pictures I took of Catalina Island yesterday. They're so beautiful. And even though I just told you that, you're still going to be taken by surprise at how beautiful they are. No joke. Hi, Dina. Okay, so I'm going to cap this video now. So look forward to more reflections and more notes about looking and feeling younger as we get older. Because that's something everybody wants. Or they're lying. One of the two. There's no doubt about it. And if you want to get involved in next year's Anti Aging Getaway Cruise, private message me. It's not going to be enough to say you're interested on this feed. You need to private message me. Otherwise, I probably won't know to get back to you. And if you'd like to go, but you don't know how you can go because time, money, whatever the case may be, private message me anyway. And, we'll figure it out. Life is a series of figuring things out. That's how we get better, is by figuring it out. So whatever you do, do not have this desire to go and just throw your hands up and quit, because that's not living, and that'll make you age more quickly as well. So yeah, here's a good anti-aging tip. Engage the process of figuring things out. There's something you want to do, whether it's this next year's Anti-Aging Getaway Cruise or anything, just anything in life. Just figure it out. Go through the deal. Figure out what you need to learn, what book you need to read, maybe the teachers that you need, maybe, whatever it is that you need, just figure it out. That's the whole reason I'm here, is because I figured it out. I didn't have money or time or anything that could get me here. I had to go through a series of figuring it out, and I took on that challenge. So I invite you to take on that challenge too with anything that you want to do, okay? And I'll hear from some of you soon that want to go on next year's cruise. And I'm off to do some belly dancing. I'm going to be shaking my ass. Bye everyone. It's good to see you.